Sonic Adventure 2 accomplishes something that is very rare for video games. This game brought a very ambitious sequel to the legendary Sonic Adventure with traits that many sequels miss out on. So today, I want to take a look at both adventure games and explain why I believe Sonic Adventure 2 was such a great sequel. I will be comparing both games and seeing what improvements and changes that might have happened. And this kinda goes without saying, but please remember that this is my opinion, and if you disagree, you're wrong. Anyways, with that all being said, let's get right into the video. When it comes to talking about Sonic Adventure 2 as a sequel, we need to look at the original game first. Sonic Adventure was the first mainline 3D Sonic game, so it pretty much laid the groundwork for the rest of the Sonic franchise. The greatest thing that Sonic Adventure did was that it established modern Sonic's personality. Sonic Adventure had a signature edge and a charm that was completely unique to Sonic. Sonic's personality was very recognizable, and the adventure games highlighted that a lot. On top of that, Sonic Adventure had great gameplay that was never seen before from a platformer. It was fast, action-packed, and the moveset could not be replicated by anyone. It was clear that Sonic became a whole new beast with the jump into 3D. So the question is, how do you top Sonic Adventure? I mean, after all, expectations are very high at this point. Well, what Sonic Team did might have been an accident, but it was just perfect. Fast forward, when we made it to Sonic Adventure 2, the game has changed a lot since the first Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure 2 shattered the principles of the first installment and went in a completely different direction. Normally, this would be seen as a pretty bad decision because changing too much of something special can cause a lot of backlash from fans. However, that didn't matter as much. In fact, this game is considered one of the best 3D Sonic games, if not the best 3D Sonic game. This game is loved a ton. So now I'm gonna go down a list of the biggest changes between the two games. First, the level design. In Sonic Adventure 1, the level design was somewhat open while keeping you on track throughout the level. The openness of the level design gave Sonic the opportunity to manipulate his surroundings to speed through the level faster. He was able to do this by using a spin dash on certain terrain. However, in Sonic Adventure 2, they changed everything. The level design went from open to being a lot more linear. You have one direct path pushing you to the end of the stage. You don't have as much freedom to manipulate the level design anymore, but there are a lot more decisions that you can make to help improve your score. In these levels, you have to make quick decisions and quick reactions to upcoming obstacles. Many people prefer these levels because they are a lot more focused and you can really feel the adrenaline when you complete them flawlessly. You can kinda see the contrast between the adventure games here. One level design is linear with a lot more focus, while the other level design is open while kinda encouraging you to explore more. As we move on, you'll kinda notice a pattern. The next big change about the first Sonic Adventure was the hub worlds. The hub worlds were very lively and it gave you the chance to explore and learn Sonic's moveset without the pressure of being in a level. On top of that, you are able to talk to NPCs who all have unique dialogue that changes as you progress through the game. In Sonic Adventure 2, they completely took out the hub worlds. This was mainly because the hub worlds in the first Sonic Adventure had some pretty big downsides. The biggest downside is that it's very easy to get lost in them if it's your first time playing. Mission objectives are very vague on where to go and overall could be considered a time waster to a lot of people. Also, people just want to get to the gameplay faster, and Sonic Adventure 2 satisfies that need greatly without hub worlds. The last big change is the story. In Sonic Adventure 1, you get to choose whatever character you want to play at any given moment of time. Don't get me wrong, you still have to complete all the character stories if you want to get to the final story, but it doesn't really matter who you play in what order. Do you want to play as Big the Cat after Sonic's story? Go right ahead. I don't know why you do that, but I'm not here to ask questions. However, in Sonic Adventure 2, you get the choice between Hero and Dark stories, which both have the same gameplay styles but different levels. You also don't get to choose what character you play. After you play Sonic, you could be forced to play Knuckles next. There are some pros and cons to this. Yes, in Sonic Adventure 1, you could choose to avoid the other characters' playstyles all you want. But in return, this meant that the story would be very spread out. The main focus won't be putting a stop to chaos for a lot of these characters. I mean, look at Big, he's chasing a frog. What does that have to do with literally anything? Chaos pretty much becomes a side plot in a lot of these storylines, and whether or not you like that style of narrative is up to you. However, in Sonic Adventure 2, the story is a lot more focused, because you get to see the events in chronological order. Everybody plays a significant role and the main focus is relevant for most of the time. I say most of the time because the only exception being Knuckles. He just wants the Master Emerald back. I mean, let's be honest, they just kind of wanted a reason to put Knuckles in the game, so just destroy the Master Emerald again, I guess. Either way, this could be seen as an improvement by many people. And those are the biggest changes I can see between the adventure games. Seems like a lot. And these changes I just went over is the main reason why the majority of players prefer Sonic Adventure 2 over Sonic Adventure 1. But I have to admit something, guys. I think that the first Sonic Adventure is the better game. I know what you guys may be thinking. But Matthew, you said that Sonic Adventure 2 is a perfect sequel, so why would you think that Sonic Adventure 1 is a better game? You make no sense, bro. Well, slow down, Timmy, because this is actually what makes Sonic Adventure 2 such a great sequel. Let's talk about it. Whenever somebody calls a game a good sequel, they are usually saying that because the game improved upon most of the mechanics and the quirks that the first game had issues with. And by all means, that is still something that would be considered a good sequel. However, the main issue that many sequels deal with is that it makes the previous games far less valuable. Take the Crash Insane trilogy for an example. You might play through Crash 1 and say, hey, this is pretty good. Then you go to Crash 2 and you're like, damn, holy bonkers, this is way out of this world, man. Then you go back to Crash 1 to 100% it, and that's when you realize that the game feels inferior to Crash 2 in almost every single way. I'm not saying that somebody isn't going to enjoy Crash 1 more than Crash 2, but it definitely alienates a large group of players who might have played Crash 2 first. If that example wasn't good enough, take a game from Sonic's own franchise, Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. This game was amazing and blew everybody away in the 90s. Never has there been a platformer with the action and speed of this caliber. But then Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released and now you don't play this game anymore. Very few people prefer Sonic the Hedgehog over Sonic the Hedgehog 2 because it's missing so much. Sonic 2 had a level design that consistently supported Sonic's moveset, and there were also other quirks like Tails, Super Sonic, and the Spin Dash. Sonic 1 really thought he was tough, but then he just got completely destroyed out there. Like, I feel bad for my man. Most people are going to prefer Sonic the Hedgehog 2 because it's the same game, but it improves on literally everything. Okay, but fast forward to the adventure games. Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2 are drastically different, while also keeping the same energy. It's crazy how different these games really are if you take a step back and look. And it also wasn't too different either. Sonic Adventure 1's charm and edge carried over to Sonic Adventure 2, so it still felt like an adventure game. If you remember when I was comparing the two adventure games, a common theme was that both games had something great that the other one didn't. It really all came down to choice. Do you prefer the straightforward and simple nature of Sonic Adventure 2? Or do you like the openness and freedom of Sonic Adventure? Me personally, I enjoy Sonic Adventure 1 more than Sonic Adventure 2. But both of these games are really good. Which is why Sonic Adventure vs Sonic Adventure 2 is a debate that actually has legs. Sonic 1 vs Sonic 2, it's almost no contest. That's because both of these games offer so much that the other doesn't. So when you play Sonic Adventure 2, it's not so big of a pain to go back to Sonic Adventure 1 because you know you're getting a fresh experience. If a sequel can win the love while also not alienating the players of the previous game, I consider that a win in my book. Most sequels just improve on the previous with added features because it's scary to change up a game like that. Nobody wants to lose the personality that the previous game has, so changing too much could ruin that. But if you can change just enough while making a legendary game, you might have yourself a grade A example of how to make a perfect video game sequel. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the end of the video. My voice is suffering. It's suffering a lot. I really need to close this off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you liked it, leave a like. It helps this channel get out there to you guys, and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, I love you guys. Yakuza 0 is awesome. Adios. My channel members are Chip Chap Chop, Darko Rock Tanksy, Scape, Virtuous Azon, Sonic Pip, Sonic the Hedgehog, Azure Sonic, Rubik Dash, JNXV, The Loganator, Saint, Crash, D00D, Shadow Poser, The Squeaker Nerd, Super Shax Boom, Snix, Sonic Extreme, Super Saiyan Sonic, Just Kidding, and Sonic Fan. Wow, this is getting big. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I love you guys so much. You guys really supported me so much, and I don't really know how to repay you guys more than this. I'm here for you guys. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. See you guys later. Adios.